During the day, Colton was feeling some bit of asthma, and it wasn't until later on in the evening that he woke up in the middle of the night and he was really having trouble breathing. It was about 3 a.m. when we got to Children's Hospital. We got up to the counter. While we were standing there, he collapsed and I yelled out for help. A fellow came, grabbed him with one arm, and a whole bunch of people showed up and they started CPR on him right away. When he went unconscious, I was just in shock, and seeing them do CPR, because I know what that means. There's no pulse and he's not breathing. And once that started to happen, I realized I had to phone Rachel right away.
His first words that came out of his mouth were, "It's bad, it's really bad." I'd never felt that kind of shock before in my life. It was definitely scary. So I said, okay, I'm coming right away. I'll, trying to keep it together as much as I could, but telling myself he's at Children's Hospital, that's, the best place for him.
It took about 15 minutes of resuscitation, and then first going into the ICU was such a shock to see him hooked up to so many machines. And
he was sedated at the time. They had a tube down his throat, and it was just a scary thing to see. When he left, he was Colton, and then it's just terrifying seeing your child like that. It never crossed my mind that he had lost oxygen and would have a brain injury.
The brain is quite dependent on supply of oxygen and sugar, glucose, and if it's deprived of either for more than 3 to 5 minutes, you can start to see some effects similar to a stroke.
They took him off sedation, and immediately he started talking, and his voice was slurred, and we thought, okay, he's just sleepy from the sedation. But then we noticed a deficiency on the left side of his body, and we still were optimistic.
And then after a couple of days, and he kind of pretty much lost everything. He had a tube for feeding. He couldn't speak. Seemed like he was nearly blind.
Once the asthma was stabilized, then we moved on to Sunny Hill. The role at Sunny Hill was to rehabilitate him, and that's sort of when we started to see him progress instead of regress. It was amazing, the progress that he was having there. It went from, not being able to eat or see to all of a sudden now he's sitting up in bed, and now he's standing.
Hey.
Beautiful. Easy peasy.
I'm working at it.
You have.
And he was very motivated too. I've never been so impressed by somebody in my entire life.
Never complained. This is what it is.
Well, we thought it could be
months.
3 months, 6 months, a year. They couldn't tell us. So that's one of the reasons why we were so amazed that he recuperated so quickly.
He's an amazing brother. He's 5 years older than Naomi, 7 years older than Brielle, and they miss Colton. I picked him up and brought him home, and it was exciting for Colton too. I'm hoping to get him back to
living a normal life again, back to the things he likes to do.
He has a tremor in his hands, so any Lego, which is his favorite, doing that, his hands are really shaky.
Hi, my name is Colton, and I'm 11 years old. On a scale of 1 to 10, I like Lego a 20.
The Children's Hospital,
means everything.
They're everything to us. They saved our boy.
We knew from early on that was the only place to go.
They're amazing.
When he was back, Dr. Meckler came in and he, said, this is why we do what we do.
I think it truly is one of the rare miracles. We were just very fortunate to have everything happen in the right place at the right time.
I'm very grateful for everybody who donates, because it gives people a second chance to live, like me.